over the weekend, Trump said he'd be okay going to jail. Sure he would. And then he said, but my followers wouldn't be okay with it. He said, quote, I think it would be tough for the public to take. You know, at a certain point, there's a breaking point, unquote. See, here we go again. I can't control my followers. I'm okay with it, but it's my followers. And now the doxing and the threats to the jurors who just found Trump guilty. Lara Trump, the co-chair of the RNC, appeared on Newsmax and was asked by Carl Higbie if she was worried about the safety of the jurors. Here is Carl Higbie from the ultra-right-wing Newsmax talking about how dangerous it now is for the jurors who found Trump guilty.
These jurors are going to be like people, they're going to find out who these people are. Is Alvin Bragg going to commit to making sure that they maintain their jobs, that they have security, God forbid?
That they have security, God forbid? God forbid they have security? I assume he meant, God forbid they need security. But who knows? This is Newsmax. Please continue.
Is this what we need to worry about now? Like if you're doing your civic duty, that you put yourself in jeopardy like this?
Good question. That's Newsmax asking Lara Trump. Here is Lara Trump, co-chair of the RNC, on whether she's worried about the safety of the jurors.
Yeah, it's a real thing you have to think about these days now, apparently, thanks to Alvin Bragg, I'm sure we can say thanks to Joe Biden.
See? Yeah, the jurors' lives are in danger now, thanks to Alvin Bragg and Joe Biden. The jurors' lives, she's saying, are in danger, not because Trump isn't asking his MAGA morons to knock it off. The jurors' lives are in danger because Alvin Bragg brought a criminal prosecution, a successful prosecution against her father-in-law. And because Alvin Bragg succeeded, it's now his fault that Trump supporters are threatening the lives of the jurors. Well, this is to be expected, of course. That's what she's saying. I mean, you knew this was going to happen, but you indicted my father-in-law anyway. You knew our supporters would turn violent if you prosecute Donald Trump. It was irresponsible for Alvin Bragg to indict and try my father-in-law because it endangered the lives of those jurors.
It's hard to blame the jurors, but yeah, you put these people in this position, and now what?
It's hard to blame the jurors. It's hard to blame the jurors. You put them in this position, and now what? Now what? You tell them to knock it off. Now what? I can't control our support. I mean, she is condoning violence, encouraging violence, pretending that we have no role to play in any of the malevolent behavior of our followers. It's hard to blame the jurors, she said. You put them in this position, and now what? Well, you do what Larry Hogan, the Republican candidate for Senate from Maryland, did, and you tell Republicans, don't pour fuel on the fire. You tell your followers, don't turn to violence. But this is the Republican Party under Donald Trump. Violence is the means. He doesn't win elections. He needs violence. That's what they are promoting. That's their ace in the hole, the threat of violence and intimidation.
It's time right now for the David Feldman Show.